Hello there, it's Carla Grandison here from Energy Continuum Healing. And I just want to follow up on my last video where I was sharing with you an aha moment I had recently, which was around what really got me started doing energy work and intuitive healing. What really got me started even experiencing those types of sessions and exploring this field from that side of things, like receiving sessions myself. And that the root of it really being a curiosity, a fascination with this field. The mystery of it just had me so interested and intrigued to explore it. And the other piece is a skepticism. So I was a bit skeptical of it, and that had me also curious. So I want to test this out and see if there's anything to this. And so I just want to talk to you a little bit about that, because I know that I do have on my website, I actually have a section called Skeptics Corner. So you can check that out. I've always really found it was important to connect with skeptics, because that's been a big part of my journey is being skeptical. And so I identify with that. But I realized as part of the aha moment that in the writing that I've done and talking about it, about Skeptics Corner, about being skeptical and how that's part of my journey, I realized that I've perhaps thought of it or written about it a little bit like it was part of my journey early on. It was something that held me back. And I just really want to get real with you about that the skepticism is still there. It's still a part of my journey. I see it as sort of woven through my whole journey and exploration of spirituality and energy work and intuition, connecting with spirit guides and angels. There's been skepticism and its close cousin, or maybe it's a twin, doubt that comes up. And, it's not that the skepticism disappears or disappeared for me. I can really only share my own experience. It's not that it dissipated, disappeared, that it's now a thing of the past. It's something I look back on and say, oh, I used to be skeptical. No, absolutely. There's still skepticism within me. Still doubt comes up. But there's sort of an image that comes up for me about skepticism. And I see it as a rope. So a rope that's sort of forming a boundary. So maybe think of how ropes are set up to form ticket lineups, or just to create a boundary, don't go past this point. So kind of almost like a fence. Think of it as a rope. And if that rope is sort of quite high, placed quite high, like at waist height or hip height, it's high enough that it's difficult to sort of step over, and it's really awkward to kind of go underneath. It really forms a boundary. You're not really going to go past very easily. And I see that as like a heavy dose of skepticism that holds you back from even exploring. And you really have to make a lot of effort to move forward and to move past and to get past it. But what I see at this point, I see that my skepticism rope has moved down quite far, and I would say it's sort of at ankle height now, which is very easy to step over. But yet it still comes up. It's still there. I still need to be aware of it as I look down at my skepticism rope. It can trip you up. Something at ankle height can trip you up. But it's still there, but it's not as, doesn't impede my progress so much as it used to be something that really held me back. And so that's at least the imagery that comes up for me. And I just think it's really important to talk with you about that it is still something that comes up for me. And if you're a skeptic, I totally get that. And I think the curious skeptic is it's a really valuable sort of way of being, is to be skeptical enough to be questioning things, but curious enough to maybe scratch the surface, learn a little bit more, and see what you discover. So I hope that has been helpful. Get to know me a little bit better, and happy to answer any questions that you have. Please reach out, comment. Love to hear from you, and have a lovely rest of your day. Until next time.